Today we are revealing a great staple in mentalism called the one-ahead principle. Basically, you have four spectators write down four different predictions while your back is turned, and you reveal them one at a time. Now, the way the one-ahead principle works is you would need a force. Your number one prediction is a force, and the rest are rotated, discretely rotated in sequential order. First, let's take a look at the construction. To make one of these one-ahead principle stands quite easily, go down to your local dollar store or office supply store, pick yourself up a styrofoam board. They're about 2 feet by 3 feet long. They cost about $1. It's just a white board. You want to cut out a 7-inch high by 7-inch long, 7 inches all around square. All right, from your foam board. You're also going to need some push pins. I look for the small push pins, and you're going to make these equal distant. It's 1.5 inches from the top, 1.5 inches from the side, all four. So 1.5 inches from the side, 1.5 inches from the top. So they're all equal distance. So 4 push pins, a 7-inch board cut from your foam board. On the back of this, I glued the push pins in, and I stuck some silly putty so you don't poke yourself. Then I added a couple of magnets. All right. You're also going to need some stands to hold the 7-inch board. Basically, they're 7 inches high by about 1 inch long. And then you're going to need some feet, which are 2 inches high by 1.5 inches long. And then I just cut out the center. So it goes in like that. All right. On the back of this, stuck on one of these magnets. And then I put stickers 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So this is held by the magnets just like that. Takes about 5 minutes to construct. Total supplies about $5. Next thing you're going to need is some paper clips. I use the largest size paper clips. Make sure they're all the same color. Post-it notes, whatever color preference, yellow, pink, green, orange. So 4 post-it notes. So like I said, the one-ahead principle operates on a force. Your number one prediction has to be a force. So in this case, one of the easiest force is a card force. So use your favorite card force. Let's say they chose the King of Clubs. That would be your number one prediction. That's the only prediction that you are aware of beforehand. All right, and that goes in the number one spot. Number two prediction, let's say they can choose a color, let's say blue. You get that, stick it in number 2. Number 3 is say 3 digits, say 3, 4, 6. And the last prediction, we'll say a letter of the alphabet, let's say C. So the only one that you are aware of at this time is the number 1. So the King of Clubs we're using as an example. The rest are unknown. So when they're writing out their predictions, all right, what you would do, just walk on over to them and stick the number 1 position there, 2 there, 3 there, 4 there. And as you're walking back, what you want to do is just discreetly rotate. That's it. These are free flowing on here. So now what you've done, obviously there's not stickers. I just put these stickers on here for illustration purposes. These would be left blank. You wouldn't see that. In performance, they'd be all like that. I just put these stickers on here to show you the switching, the subtle, discrete switching. So all you do is grab it like that, you turn it around maybe, show them that there's nothing in the back, and what you've essentially done is switch the rotational order. If you don't like that method, you can just grab it, and as you're walking back to where the stand is, just discreetly turn it like that. All right, so what you've done now, if you look at the stand has the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. The only thing that's changed now is the rotational order. So the number 1 prediction was your force is now in the number 4 position. The number 2 is now in the number 1 position, and so on. So you would get out your prediction board, and you say, I'm going to make a prediction for the number 1 position. And that way you know that the number 1 prediction is the King of Clubs. So you'd write down on your pad or dry erase board, King of Clubs. You ask them to concentrate on that, and then you would open up, you'd physically open up what they perceive as the number 1 prediction is actually the number 2 prediction. So you'd open it up, and now what you're doing is looking at the second prediction, which is the color blue. But you'd actually say out loud, ah, you chose the king of clubs. And then you would show your prediction. So you never show the audience this prediction. You merely open it up, see what number 2 wrote, but you say out loud, oh, you chose the king of clubs, your force prediction. And then you turn over your prediction and say, wow, that matched exactly what I wrote. So you understand, and you would discreetly put that away. Okay, you would erase your prediction and go on to the number 2 prediction, which is actually the number 3. And remember, these stickers are not on there. I just put these on here to illustrate. So the number 2 prediction would be the color. You've already seen what they chose, blue, so you would open up the number 2 prediction on here. All right, and you'd make your prediction first, and you know what it is already. So it's blue. Keep that face down. And then you'd read the number 2. I asked you to choose the color, and you'd actually be seeing the third prediction was 346, but you say out loud, oh, you chose blue. And that's exactly what I wrote. All right, and then you go to the number 3 prediction, which is actually the number 4. Okay? And you would make your prediction, which you know is 346. You're always one step ahead. You'd open up the prediction first, say this is actually the number 4, but you would say, ah, you wrote down 346. That's exactly what I wrote down. And then you go to the last one. The last one you don't even have to open because you already know it's C. So you could say, I'm not even going to open up the last prediction, number 4, pick the letter of the alphabet, and then you reveal it's C. Well, there's how you do the one-ahead principle. Great little mentalism trick, constructed for under $5, less than 5 minutes. Great mind reading trick.